You know, I don't think we owe anyone an apology. I think that we spoke truth to power, and power reacted, as they always do. They organized a right-wing, hateful letter-writing campaign. They called us on the phone. They cursed us and called us out of our names, and those right-wing bloggers that organized a lot of this, and the right-wing talk show hosts that fed this frenzy knew quite well that we didn't have, as a city, the authority to evict the Marine Corps from their offices. And we never called for their eviction. We asked them to leave, you know, voluntarily. To mischaracterize it and continue to mischaracterize this is not a very honest approach to this. There was always three fundamental issues involved in the position that we took. I mean, first of all, we wanted to underscore and amplify our opposition to this illegal war, and it's illegal in every way. Somebody spoke at the mic about Nuremberg, and the highest offense that a nation can commit is a crime against the peace. And that's when you unprovokedly attack another country, a sovereign nation. This country did that, and they did it on the basis of lies, fabrications, and I don't think, if anybody owes any apologies, it's that Bush regime that led us down this path and sacrificed these lives of people, both in Iraq and in the people of this country. They're the ones who owe an apology, but we'll never get one. We'll never get one. The second issue is the right of ordinary citizens to seek redress and protest the actions of their government. Now, some people have it twisted. They think that the federal government has freedom of speech, but citizens don't. The federal government, in its recruiting efforts, spent $4 billion in 2003. In the 2009 budget that they're advancing, they want to spend $11 billion on recruitment and advertising. Now, the small concession that we made to Code Pink to give them a voice against this onslaught of propaganda and lies, I think is an honorable thing that we've done. And I don't think we need to apologize for that to anyone. Thirdly, we're trying to protect our young people from a distorted, twisted life that can come as a result of being lied to, fraudulently enlisted, and coming back to a country that then turns their back on them in terms of health care, in terms of recognizing that they have post-traumatic stress syndrome and other kind of ailments that they will just deny even exist. And the fourth reason is this. There's been a violation of a sacred trust. And that trust is not to ask families to sacrifice their loved ones, and not to ask young men and women to sacrifice their blood and futures and their lives unless there's no other alternative to that. And instead, we were ushered along this path to war and death on the basis of these fabrications and lies that continue to flow. And we need to own up to that. And I was very buoyed by the citizens of this city who came out tonight and showed and emphasized their support for this council. And they said they were proud that we stood up. And I take that very seriously. Now, I understand that we also provoked a debate and elevated the Iraqi war to a new level of discussion because it was being buried under the false notions that a troop surge has defeated an insurgency in a country with 25 million people. That's ridiculous. And So I'm going to support one of the resolutions, but we don't do it, I don't do it, out of fear of reprisals, because that jerk senator from South Carolina that wants to punish our children and cut off funds to our disabled community is not going to get the satisfaction of us rolling over and renouncing our right to protest this war.
Councilmember Washington.